With most of our essentials already packed up and waiting for us in the basin, including the cattail stash, it's time to make a travel and get the heck out of Mountain Town / Milton. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. Bit of a blizzard outside right now, but I'm going to take advantage of that by walking around and checking this pond for some cattails without a single care in the world as to whether or not anything might kill me. While I'm doing it. I don't even feel badly. Okay, let's see if we can find any more. Because that's the thing. I need something to snack on. Most of my food... I was honestly kind of worried about this at the end of the last episode, and I'm happy to see that there are lots of cattails still here. I thought that there was a possibility I might have already harvested this pretty thoroughly, but it seems like all the cattails are where they should be. I don't even see any evidence that I have harvested this pond, so I'm not sure where I was getting that idea. But let me just make sure that I've grabbed every single one of them. We are, of course, putting the condition of our clothing in a bit of danger here, so I don't want to just, like, stand out here like an idiot forever. But if there's anything additional to be snacked on, like that, I don't want to miss it. The one thing I don't want to happen is to lose well-fed. That would suck. So let's not let that happen. I don't want to lose well-fed while I'm up here because that's obviously 10 pounds of carrying capacity. You know, there's an argument to be made for going to Ash Canyon before we go to grab the Signal Void stuff. Before we go to the Forsaken Airfield. But I'm not going to do that because I would prefer to kind of have everything at my disposal. One of the things I really love about more vanilla Long Dark gameplay like this is of course not vanilla, this is custom, and it's more difficult than Stalker. There are some things that are still more difficult than Interloper, but it's mostly a Stalker Plus playthrough. One of the things that I really enjoy about that mode of gameplay is just the openness of it, the ability to go anywhere that you kind of feel like going. And let's get these pants repaired.
I'm starving.
Yep, that is why we got the cattails. Also do have a potato, which is nice. And if we have the shortwave radio, if we have the handheld shortwave from Forsaken Airfield, and we can start the Signal Void stuff, one of the very important steps to having a, like, you know, complete sense of being able to walk around and enjoy our surroundings and explore. One of those steps will be fulfilled. Have I checked this trunk already? Yes, I have. Let me just double check everything here. Looks good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and run back down the road. We're going to use this blizzard to our advantage. We're going to use this advantage to our blizzard, everybody. Let's head down the road. And I did get a note, I think on the, not the last episode, but 2 episodes ago, if I remember correctly, that I forgot to turn the tower on. Not that it matters a whole heck of a lot until we're doing Signal Void stuff, but, you know, just completing all the possible steps. We did get some confirmation from the community, appreciate you, Gabe, that the bug with the fixing of the towers has been fixed, so I don't have to worry about the work that I've done on this particular signal tower, like, magically disappearing. That would be annoying. I'm going to dip down here and check for more cattails real fast. I'm going to risk losing a bit more condition, but it's worth it. Worth it to have calories available to me. Given that I still have to pass some time, I've got a lot of reading to do, and I do not want to lose well-fed, period. So I would rather lose some condition, maybe some clothing condition right now, so that I can have calories later. Good amount of cattails down here. We are, of course, running settings that reduce the cattails significantly below what you would normally see on like an Interloper playthrough, but interestingly enough, this is still more than I'm accustomed to seeing for my Against All Odds series. So we're doing these Season 0 runs as ways of demonstrating the new content and enjoying that more exploration-based feeling, that more vanilla experience, where it's not about, like, the kind of punishing difficulty mode that arrived in the Long Dark gameplay meta when Interloper arrived. The Long Dark wasn't always about that. It was always hard. That's why the title of the series is Against All Odds, even though we've gotten to a point where we're a lot more comfortable surviving. So the challenge was there, right? But hang on, let's check this corpse real quick. Yep. Chocolate bar. Hey, there we go. The challenge was there, and always has been. But there was also a little bit more of an ability just to move around and explore, and less of a feeling that you had to go certain places and do certain things if you wanted to live longer than a few days. So what we want to do is just try and give ourselves as much of that freedom as possible. Hence the desire to go get the handheld shortwave, even though there's a part of me that wants to go to Ash Canyon so that we can get the maximum carrying capacity. We'll do that. That's on the schedule for this series. Okay, so those have like 2.5 days left on them, which is nice. And that's, by the way, that's it. We're just waiting on these. That's literally everything we're waiting on. So that's fantastic. Let me take a look around here and see if there's anything else I can pick up. That is not a ruin sewing kit. Interesting that I dropped that. Both of those have been read. I do, of course, still have some books that I can read here. The sewing primer, I think, has been read. I'm going to go ahead and pull the... I'm going to go ahead and take everything out. Like, I'm ready to make this travel. I'm so ready. Okay. We also do have these boots here. And some clothes. Tell you what, I'm going to pull the clothes out so that I can harvest them. That'll be one way to pass some time. And the shirt. And I might even take the coal with me. It's probably going to be worth just paying a visit to this particular cabinet before I leave for the last time, especially because I'll have the travel. You know, it's like, what am I loading up? What am I bringing with me? Let's go ahead and eat this. And probably... Ooh, I am running low on water. Glad I noticed that. I can use some of that coal just to get a fire going and make more water. Although I do still have lots of coffee. Coffee is a delightful thing. Because there's also caloric value in it. Matter of fact, I'll probably drink some right now as a way of warming back up. Let's do that. Let's just heat up some coffee and be happy. Just kidding, let's not heat up some coffee, because we don't have Tinder. Honestly, I should have picked some up. I'm not at a point where I should be dropping the Tinder, but I'm just trying to save on carrying capacity a bit. Because we are in that more vanilla gameplay zone where everything weighs something, and some things weigh a lot. And how you manage your inventory space kind of matters, which no one in this community has ever brought up to me. Not once. Ever. It's not a thing that people talk to me about. Okay. I guess we'll do a couple of things here. We can put down some cans, and in this one, hold on, I need to get the... coffee out. I actually doubt I'm going to drink all of that. But here's what I'm going to do. Let's heat. Here, I'll pass time till that's ready. Drink it. Maybe I'll drink those two for the energy. There we go. And for the calories. And now we will heat these two. Pop them right back in here. And now, let's just make some water. I'm aware that there's a stove in the kitchen. Probably would have been better to get a fire going there, but it's okay. Let's see what we got here. We got MREs. There's plenty to eat, to be honest. So I'm not super worried about food. I just didn't want to not have something to have in the field, if that makes sense. All right, we'll snack on that MRE. And I do need to break down those clothes. Then we need to turn the... A couple things we need to do. I don't think I have any metal left here. I left it all down in the basin. So that was one oversight on my part. I wish I would have kept some of my metal because I do need to make those crampons still. And I can't at the moment, which is a shame. But we can at least get the signal void tower turned back on and then harvest those clothes. So these are going to be done in... tell you what, since I started the fire here, let's just grab a skillet and a cooking pot. Let's pick those back up. We will place the cooking pot. We will place the skillet. Skillet's not going to give us quite as much water, but that's okay. We're not trying to get a ton. We just want enough to live on for the next couple of days, and then we can get out of here. Alright, so that's potable water. Let's drink that. Save the rest. And that honestly might be enough. Yeah, that's going to be enough. I'm going to pick the skillet back up. Oh, hold on. Glad I noticed that. Okay, let's take that water. You can, in fact, drop some of this gear. We're going to harvest a bunch of it in just a second. Man. The skillet is still not on the freaking... I'll get used to it eventually. Right now, I'm not used to it. Maybe none of you are either. Anyway. Let's get this done. No, not repair. We're going to harvest those socks. We could use the extra cloth too, so I mean, it's not a problem. Let's see. Hour and 30 minutes. Yep, we got time. You can tell I'm watching the stomach meter like a hawk. We're going to harvest here. Harvest here. Okay, and then last but not least, we'll harvest these. It's going to be another hour and 30. Weather does sound pretty fierce outside still, oddly enough. Didn't necessarily expect that. Also, yeah, I guess I do already have another one of these sweaters. We're going to harvest this. That's another 45 minutes. Not as much reading as I would have thought in the beginning of this episode, but it's fine. Because we found other things to do. Okay. So with that, still carrying a few extra things. I have some reading to do. The research on the sewing primer has already been completed, so let me go... Oh, hello, darkness, my old friend. Let's light this. I'm going to drop that by the fire, because I don't need to lug it around. Now let's go... First of all, I don't need to eat any more cattails at the moment. I'm fine on food, but I'm not fine on water. I'm going to be carrying considerably less water by the time I'm leaving here. But let's go get that tower turned back on, and then we'll sleep for a while. It's honestly, like, it's really convenient that the game is giving me this blizzard right now. Because it's letting me just run around and do a few, like, minor things I need to do in the area. Without worrying too much about where the wolves are. And to be fair, to be completely fair, let's be honest. I'll have a bit of a mea culpa here. I'll throw everyone who has noticed this and kindly not said anything, which I appreciate. I'll throw everyone who's noticed this a bone. I have been unreasonably concerned about the wolves during this series so far. That's because I'm used to wolves being more dangerous. And so I've still been treating the wolves as a threat, and I think it's a little bit of PTSD from the left wolf in Season 0. But, you know, most of the wolves that I've been cautious around this series so far have not actually been Aurora wolves. You know? So... there we go. Now we're completely done here. Let's head back down to Grey Mother's. And we are actually perfectly positioned to get like 8 or 9 hours of sleep. So what I'm going to do here is very intentionally... oh, hello. That was an accident. I'm going to very intentionally tear my clothing. And by that I mean sprint as much as possible. So as to burn some energy and get myself tired so that I can sleep. Hopefully that tear wasn't too bad. And tomorrow I can wake up and I can actually get some of that reading done. Alright. Looks like there's just enough light for me to make my way upstairs, so let's do that. I'm gonna literally moonwalk up the stairs so that I can see where I'm going. Then we're gonna moonwalk into the bedroom, turn around, and here we go. That's how you know your way around in a house in the long dark. You can literally walk backwards to where you need to go. That way I can, you know, use the lighting as a reference. It works, okay? It's a sensible strategy. Needed to recover some condition anyway. So we'll sleep. Wake up. Sun's not quite rising yet. That's fine. I'll live. Now what I'll do is drink a bit of water. There's that. And I am gonna... yeah, I need to read. So, like... I need to just pass the time. Tell you what, that was probably enough time to get an hour of sleep, so let's do that. Woke up fully rested, and momentarily... hang on, let me take another quick look around up here to make sure that I didn't skip over anything in my first arrival. I mean, the likelihood that I missed anything major is so low, right? But, like, I do feel like I've had multiple moments since I got here of, like, realizing just how jumpy I was when I first... oh, interesting. A ragged mariner's peacoat and a light shell. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I could have 2 peacoats on, which would be slightly better temperature protection, all considered. And it would be better armor, but it would be more restrictive of my movement, which I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I don't want it. Okay, let's go downstairs. Interesting lighting effect that was happening there as the torch was dying. Okay, I'm already carrying the books, so I just need to read them. These are, of course, going to take... oh, I've already read half of this one. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's do 7 hours. I think we can swing that. No, let's do 5. I don't trust my stomach. I know that's ridiculous, but yeah, I definitely would have gotten thirsty and lost some condition there. Not much, but a little. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest that stick, and then we'll finish one of the books. I had completely forgotten I'd partially read one of them. That's useful. That kind of balances with the fact that we already did some things that we needed to do. Okay, now 7 hours is the sensible amount of time to spend here. Do I have another MRE in the fridge? I'm pretty sure I do. I know I've already chowed down on a few of them. Ooh, no I don't. Interesting. Let's go ahead and grab this tomato soup then. We're going to go through this, just as a means to top off on calories. We'll finish one of the books, take a look at how those saplings are doing, and then head to the Travelodge as soon as possible. I'm so excited. And for those of you wondering, and those of you who don't know this and just jumping into the series, I haven't made a Travelodge yet. I have saved my interactions with this patch's content. The Travelodge, the new zone. I haven't been to the zone yet. I haven't watched people play around in the zone of contamination. Like, I am literally experiencing all of this for the first time in this series. That's the point of these Season 0 runs of Against All Odds. While the Tales of the Far Territory updates are coming out. And really enjoying it so far, to tell you the truth. But, you know, I've also, you know, had a busy month with the holiday season and everything. So, all right, 66% cured. Let's see. Need to finish reading that book. Seven hours. Ooh. Okay, so that's the entire day that just went by. We're going to drop that one. And there's rifle firearm skill 2. We don't have a rifle yet, but, you know, we've managed to get some reading done, so that's nice. I, of course, can cook a ton of potatoes. That's one thing I could do before I leave, too. Speaking of things that could pass the time, I have a ton of potatoes that I could just cook here. Ooh, see, now I'm talking myself into it, because I don't have to wait for daytime to do that, you know? So let's go ahead and grab some sticks. I might need to break some stuff down for wood in here, too, but I do still have lots of coal. You know, so that's a thing. I can break this down. All right. Let's step into the kitchen before the light's completely gone. And stove. Perfect. Feeling around in the dark once again. Fire striker, stick, don't have any accelerant. That's weird. We dropped it all off in the basin. That was probably one of the most profound, speaking of inventory management, that was probably one of the most profound inventory management moments, like, in the history of the channel. Like, I'm going to drop half my stuff here, because we know we can come back for it later. Oh, that was my last tinder. Rude. Yeah, we can cook a lot of stuff here in a relatively short period of time. Because it's a stove, and it's made for it. Alright, 85% chance. First one failed. If we're having a good day, that means the second one shouldn't. If we're not having a good day, shrug.gif. Who knows?
Come on, little fire.
Fingers crossed. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pile all of these sticks on the fire. I don't care. I'm gonna pile this reclaimed wood on the fire. Put most of the coal on it. Nice. Fire starting skill. Hey. Alright, so we're gonna start cooking potatoes. Also might as well prepare some acorns while I'm here. Every single thing I'm doing right now is going to give me cooking skills, so I have 0 regrets. I'm going to go ahead and grab everything out of the fridge, which might sound a little bit insane. But I need to cook all this stuff anyway, or most of it, so let's just have it in my inventory so that I can not be going back and forth. 7 hours, 56 minutes is how much time. Alright, so most of these are still cooking. And nice, there's cooking level 3. It's one of the reasons we're doing this. Okay, let's just I can make porridge, interestingly enough. So I have lots of cooking I can do here. Let's go ahead and keep doing acorns. The acorns will, of course, take water, which I think I might have just used the last of my water. Let's take a look. Yep, sure did. Alright, so we need to address that. Let's go ahead and boil a bit more there, because we're not going to be able to do much without water. Yep, I can make some bannock. A couple of those. Oh, I can make a potato. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and just chow down on the potato. I don't feel bad about it. Can we sort by... And there we go. Cook. Alright, the acorns are ready. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, not a lot more I can do there until the water's done, I don't think. So I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and make more water there. Let's eat that too. Continue to cook potatoes. Not all the potatoes are going to be great condition, but I'm not too worried about it. Bannock's done. Let's make a potato there too. I'm honestly going to have so many potatoes when we're done here because we're finally cooking all of these after sitting on them for most of the series so far. All right, that's potable water. Let's go ahead and drink that. Drinking it might... Okay. That'll leave me with some. I think I probably need a bit more water, but we'll do acorns there because I have some water that's going to be done in 15 minutes there. So I'll keep one of these cans going with water. That seems like a sensible approach. I'm not going to eat that potato right now. Okay, let's take that. And then we're going to keep that going with water. The acorns there are cooked. So we're going to prepare a few more there. Still 6 hours, 30 minutes on the fire. We're going to be cooking for most of the night, but that'll let me sleep and wake up in the daytime. And then maybe we won't have a lot of time left on those saplings. Critical passage of time here. Let's see. Potato. Potato. Ooh, we can make a rosehip pie. Interestingly enough. Yeah. Let's do that. Now that we're at cooking level 3, we can make a rosehip pie. Let's go. Oh no. I didn't realize how long that would take to prepare, so I lost some acorns there. Yeah, prep time is not something I was paying attention to. So prep time in this case is what? Is it listed here? Time to cook, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Prep time isn't listed, though. That's frustrating. So we lost our... That was the last bit of acorns. It's fine. That's not a huge deal. But I would have liked to have known that that was about to happen. Alright, let's make another potato. 5 hours, 41 minutes on the fire. Yeah, that was a long prep time. Holy crap. Okay, we got the reishi tea. We can make more reishi tea. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, forgot to put something in the cooking pot. Let's do that. Reishi tea. Alright, that's the last of that. It looks like I might need a little bit more water, which is fine. Might as well go ahead and get water going there too then. Most of these potatoes are done now. Making our way through them at kind of a record pace here. More reishi tea. There's the rosehip pie. I assume that's not going to attract predators because it smells absolutely delicious. be hilarious, though. We can agree. Potable water. Reishi tea. More reishi tea. And probably... Nope, that's the last of the reishi mushrooms. At least the ones that are prepared. That's fine. I'll go ahead and get a bit more water. Potatoes cooked there. Let's do one. Okay, so at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and plow through the rest of the potatoes as much as possible. Alright, cooked potato. Perfect. I'm honestly surprised how many potatoes there still are. In some ways, I'm not, because... Okay, there we go. We're at the bottom of the list. Starting to see some other cooking options arrive, which is nice. Potable water. Potato. Yeah, almost done. I can make some porridge, which I'm very much going to enjoy making.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Almost lost some water there. Wouldn't be the end of the world, but almost lost some water. Let's go ahead and cook. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's a decent cooking time there. Alright, that's a cooked potato. We can make some porridge back there. Freaking prep time. I hope I don't lose anything to that. Okay. I think we're okay. That is an adjustment, the prep time. And I know we've, there's been some discussion about that in the community, so it's not like I'm completely unaware of it, but it's still jarring to experience it so frequently as you sort of adjust to having to think about that new aspect of things. Porridge is going to be done first. Let's grab that. I can make more porridge. Oh, here's more prep time. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Bannock. Okay, now I can make more pancakes here, which very tempting, not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna go for bannocks first. I continuously forget that that's a thing. Alright, those are all the potatoes. We've literally cooked them all. So that's a lot of... I mean, I still haven't eaten them. Still sitting on them. Porridge is gonna be ready in a minute. How much time is left on the fire? I'm gonna use the rest of the fire here. Let's cook a bit more porridge. Is there anything else I can cook? I mean, there probably is. 18 minutes. I can do just like a ton of these. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Okay, good. More porridge then. It's already cooking. Nice. Yeah, there's nothing listed on the screen unless I'm completely missing it about prep time. So I'm just gonna, like... Here's what I'll do. 1 minute until ready. Let's measure it, because I can figure it out. So... Can't make any more porridge. 27 minutes till ready, 2 minutes till ready. Let's go ahead and grab those. All right, 24 minutes until ready as of right now. Oh, I can't make any more bannocks. Really? Really? That's the moment at which I can't make any more? That's hilarious. Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about it then. Let's go ahead and just grab these, and then I'll be done. Got tons of food on me now. I think I probably still have tons of water. Ooh, no, I don't. Glad I noticed that. So in that case, tell you what, let's go ahead and use the last of the fire to our advantage. Because we do still have a decent sized fire here. We're going to do a reasonable amount of water here. Tell you what, let's do that much. Perfect. Should be good with this. Past time. time. Drink that. Grab that. And all that's non-potable. That's fine. All going to be about 20 minutes from now. Perfect. Fast time. Grab, grab, grab.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alright, now I'm going to toss just... I guess what I'll do is light the torch that I have on the embers of this fire. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I'm still really encumbered, but it's partly because I'm tired. We're going to go upstairs. We're going to have a little bit of a snack. We're going to sleep. And then, at the very beginning of the next episode, we are very likely going to go make a travois, because I would be surprised if we have to wait too much longer. It might be the very, very beginning. But you know what I mean? Like, we're right there. I can feel it. I can taste it. We're like on the cusp of a travois. Yeah, so we have a ton of food. More than I can frankly carry out of here. But the main reason for doing all that was gaining the cooking skill, which we certainly gained a lot. Let's go ahead and drop a couple of those. No longer need to lug those around. Let's drink some water. And with that, we're going to put that torch out. Sleep for about 10 hours. And I'm going to stop this episode here. In the very next one, at the very beginning, we will be looking at having a travois, or be like moments away from having a travois, and then getting the heck out of Milton and heading to Forlorn Muskeg. So we'll be going back down to the basin, grabbing all the stuff that I left down there, and then sort of managing the travois, trying not to lose it on any slopes, because I hear there are some bugs right now, and seeing how it helps just as I traverse the world in my typically overloaded fashion. That'll be fun to see. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel emotes and member badges, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.